Hello there and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a foundation review, and this particular foundation is from a brand that I've not tried any other makeup by. So the foundation that we're going to be trying out today is by the brand CYO, and this is their matte foundation. Unfortunately, this only comes in 6 shades and it costs £6. Those were two very easy numbers for me to remember because it was just like 666 all across the board. So as I mentioned, I'm not very familiar with CYO at all. It is a US based brand, and up until about 4 or 5 months ago it wasn't available here in the UK. It's sold here in Boots, which is the kind of UK equivalent of like Walgreens in America. So yeah, it just arrived on our shores and I know nothing. Like literally before the video I was kind of sat here just wanting to do a little bit of research so that I had some meaningful info on the brand. So what I wanted to find out were things like, you know, well, the main thing actually that I wanted to find out, let's be realistic here, was what does CYO stand for, because I was kind of intrigued. Fortunately, like I looked here in the FAQs, right, and it says, well, the first question is what does CYO stand for, which isn't a surprise because let's face it, I don't know, like we all want to know CYO, what the heck does it stand for? I was thinking something like colour your orangutan, you know. I thought, yes, that's probably what it stands for. But their official answer is, we're all about makeup your way, and that doesn't stop at the products. Even our name is up to you. Colour your orangutan it is then, I suppose. Create colour, call it your own, let's make it up together. Okay, right, and to me, like, I don't want to be negative at all or critical, but I'm just going to give you like my honest perspective on this. This answer is a little bit bullshitty, in my opinion. I just find it a bit like, ugh, like what? Like seriously? Just tell us, what the heck does it stand for? And you know what? When I did a little bit more reading on the website, I don't really like the way that, like, this isn't important at all to the foundation review, but just, I feel like it's worth saying and just to give you my thoughts, but I just feel like the website is just full of bullshit. Like, I'm not going to like waste loads of time going into this, but I'm here trying to find some information and all I'm kind of reading is fucking bullshit. I was asked the question, what are CYO products for? And the response is, want to break hearts, rules and boundaries? Want to free fall out of your comfort zone and highlight every perfect imperfection? Create limitless looks and finishes with versatile makeup? Then CYO is for you. Hell, it's for everyone. Be a makeup maverick. Let's make it up together. I don't know, it's just not for me. Like, I just think, oh my gosh, like I want to be sick. Like literally, I'm just about to vomit all of my phone. Just giving you like my opinions on the brand because it's a completely new brand to me. But anyway, okay, so we're going to be testing out the foundation today. I do believe they've got a couple of foundations out. I decided to go for this matte one because I'd actually heard quite good things about it. So I was like, okay, like why not? I'm sold. If I'd read the website, I would not have been sold, but luckily they did not have the website in Boots. Look at this, right? I'm not even going to waste the time, but I urge you to go look on www.cyocosmetics.com. Another thing as well, they need to update their website because this website says that they only sell their products in the US, and that's obviously a lie because I bought this here in the UK. So it keeps talking about like break hearts, break rules, break boundaries, be limitless, say yes to change. And it's just like OTT. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm very dramatic. I'm a big fan of being OTT, but this, I just think it's like verging on annoying. Like, it's annoying. Anyway, I've been going on for like way too long about this, but anyway, let me tell you about this foundation because that's what you're here for, not to hear me just be completely critical of this brand's website. By the way, I've got pink eyebrows today. I finally found something that can give me pink eyebrows. And you better bet your vagina that I will be having pink eyebrows for as long as I've got pink hair from now. Well, probably not, but maybe. I mean, maybe. Okay, so this is called the No Shine Zone Matte Foundation. Yeah, no shine zone. So that's the name. The name is No Shine Zone, but I thought the name was matte foundation. Like, am I stupid? I just thought because matte foundation was like the biggest text on there, that's the name of it, of the foundation. But no, it's called No Shine Zone. Well, who's the goose now? I mean, really. So it claims to be medium to full coverage, 14-hour staying power, goes on dreamy, never cakey, matte ovs. Look, this is what I don't like. This is it. Matte ovs. You know, like OBVS, like obviously, but they've shortened it. And that's doing my vagina in right now. Like, literally, I just, like, it's almost as if a very optimistic 16-year-old wrote everything on their website. You know, like a 16-year-old who hasn't yet really been out in the world and experienced the hardships, and she just doesn't have any chips on her shoulders. And so we are just going to go straight to the application. I'm just applying my AOA Wonder Skin Poreless Primer. This was from Miss A. I've been using it for the past week or so, and I really, really like it. So I'm just popping this all over my face. Okay, so today I'm going to be applying one side with a sponge and one side with a buffing brush. Packaging is just fairly basic, but I don't mind it. You get 30 mils, which is the kind of standard amount for a foundation. It just says shake. I'm glad that I read these directions because I definitely did not have any intentions whatsoever of shaking this. Not on cheeks, nose, chin, etc. Vagina, boobias. Blend, use fingers, brush, sponge. Okay, so let's just shake this bad boy up. I've just noticed the #1 ingredient is aqua, which is water, which makes me think, is it going to be watery? But it's a matte foundation, it's medium coverage. I don't know. I mean, stranger things have happened. Let's see. Okay, I've given it a good shake. Right. By the way, I've got shade 204. We'll just do a little swatch. I wasn't able to actually swatch it in Boots, so I just kind of, you know, grabbed one and hoped for the best. But this actually looks to be pretty good. Look at that. I mean, yeah. Go me. Like, literally, for once, I've managed to pick a foundation shade that I don't think is going to be too dark for me. Like, literally, this is a moment. This is a moment right now. I'm just so happy about this. So as directed, I'm just going to kind of dot it on with my finger, just like dot. There we go. I'm not going to put like too much on because I don't want to overwhelm my face. I'm going to begin with the sponge, and we're just going to do this. I do have oily skin. I'm also 21. No, I wish I was. I'm 34. So I do have, obviously, pores, fine lines, just signs of wear and tear upon my face. I mean, that's me. Okay, so I'm just patting this in. The shade seems to be good. I'm a little bit disappointed that there are only 6 shades because obviously, you know, it's definitely not going to be kind of inclusive for everyone. So that is a bit of a bummer, but hopefully at some point they may, you know, increase their shade range. Okay, so I mean, that went on like super quickly. The first thing that I notice is that it looks, I mean, it's very matte. It's very matte, but I mean, that it claims to be a matte, and it claims to be a matte very boldly on the packaging. So, I mean, I can't knock it for that. It does look a little bit dry, but I mean, it looks nice. I don't know if it's like a proper medium coverage though, because I feel like you can still see quite a bit, you know, like through the foundation. But yeah, I mean, I'm not blown away. I am generally more of a fan of like more dewy, radiant foundations. I just think they can look a little bit more flattering on more mature skin. But anyway, so this is the side of the face that has been done. I mean, it's had a makeover. And this is my bare side, just for a bit of comparison for you. Okay, next we're going to move on to the other side, and I am going to be using a brush. I very rarely use brushes, but I know that a lot of people do use brushes, so I just figure let's give it a whirl. Why not? Unlike the shade range of this foundation, I want to be inclusive to brush users and sponge users alike. Okay, I feel like I've not really applied a lot. I've been very, very conservative with my application over here. I'm either applying like half the bottle to my face, or I just apply like a couple of dots and I'm like, what the feck? What the feck is that on my face? Speaking of what the feck, what is it? I have no idea, but anyway, it's gone. Okay, so now that I've kind of got this on the majority of my face, I do think that the shade is absolutely like spot on for me. I feel like kind of bad saying that, but I can see that so many people are not going to get to enjoy the foundation because they can't find their shade. Feeling lovely, like it feels lovely on my face. It feels invisible. I don't feel like I've got foundation on. It is looking a little bit dry. Obviously, as I said, I'm an oily skin girl, so it'll be interesting to see, you know, how this performs. Usually when I apply my foundation, instantly I just want to like lock it in place, whereas with this I kind of feel like, do I even need to? Because it just feels weightless on my face, so I don't feel like I've got anything on there that even needs setting. Do you know what? I'm impressed so far. I'm kind of really liking it, and as I said, I'm not a matte foundation kind of a lover, but I could be swayed. I could be. Okay. Oh my gosh, it just feels so good on the face. I like I can't get over that. It feels really nice, guys. Okay, so I am going to be back in a minute once I have done the rest of my face. And then, as with all of my other kind of foundation reviews, I am going to be going away. I'm going to be properly kind of testing this foundation out over the next few days. And when I've formed a thorough, conclusive opinion on it, I don't know if any of those words actually fit into the sentence or if I was just throwing out like random words, but once I've got to know the foundation, I'll be back and I'll give you all of my thoughts. Okay, so I've been wearing the CYO matte foundation for about 3 days and I really, really like it. I think for £6, it's actually a really, really good foundation. I have had it on now for, I put it on about 6 this morning and it's 4 p.m. Oh, I have to do maths, don't I? So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 11 hours. Oh my gosh, like literally. So I've had it on for 11 hours. It's been absolutely kind of roasting here in Manchester today. I've been in my office, just running about, trying to just throw shit away, my big massive skip, which by the way, did I tell you how much I love my skip? There was an incident though, like, okay, it wasn't an incident, it was just a mistake on my part. I had to get the previous skip that I had delivered taken away and exchanged for a slightly smaller one. So because I'm not an expert in skips, I emailed the guy and I was like, okay, the skip's ready to be taken away now, but we do want it exchanged for another one. But could we just get one a bit smaller, please? Well, obviously, me being no expert in skips, I just thought me saying we want one that's a bit smaller, please, he would just send the next size down. No, no, no. Apparently that's not what happens. How wrong was I? Who's the goose now? I mean, really. They sent the tiniest fecking, just pointless skip ever in the world. It was like a shoebox. I was thinking, excuse me, I could have just put my fecking shoebox out there. I could have literally put a shoebox, maybe Honey's shoebox, like in the car park, and you would have fitted more crap in there. It was like the most embarrassing situation ever. I was just like, excuse me. You know how happy I was when my first skip arrived? I was just full of pride and excitement. It was like the complete opposite when the tiny little fecking skip arrived. Anyway, guys, I know you didn't come here to hear about the skip, but anyway, I love the foundation. I think it's brilliant. As I said, I've had it on all day. I've been sweating my sassy little arse off all day in the office, and I think it's held up really well. It is kind of coming off slightly on my chin, and I would definitely say it's kind of light to medium coverage. To get it to like a medium coverage, you do have to apply a little bit more than you think, but I mean, it feels super comfortable. It does kind of start to like fade a little bit, if that makes sense, but it doesn't do it in like a distasteful manner. It does it in quite a dignified manner, if that makes sense. So yeah, I just really, really like it. I do feel like, you know, obviously you can see that I am getting a bit oily now around the side of my nose, but I don't blame this foundation. I just blame the fact that I've been sweating my little sassy ass off all day worrying about skips. Also, another thing that I like about this foundation is for a matte foundation, it doesn't look kind of, you know, dry or like foundation. You know, like sometimes if you get like a proper matte foundation, it can just look not like your skin. But this one has quite a natural kind of finish to it, which I really, really appreciate. Like, it still makes your skin look like you've got a bit of life in it. And yeah, as I said, £6 a bargain. I am really glad that I've tried it. It definitely would encourage me to try more makeup by CYO, although I still think that their website is kind of full of bullshit, really. I kind of know what they're trying to do. They're trying to be a bit edgy and cool and fun and playful, and I commend that, but at the same time it kind of comes off a bit bullshitty. Like, I feel like just tell us what you mean. I hope that you've enjoyed this review. I hope that it was somewhat useful to you if you're in the market for a new foundation, or if you were curious about this one. I would totally recommend that you give it a go. I don't think you'd be disappointed. I think it would work for dry skin, oily skin, normal skin. What the feck is normal anyway? Who knows? Also, I think the shade 204 is pretty spot on for my skin, which it's extremely rare to actually find a shade that is really, really kind of suitable for your skin, but this one is. So I'm just giving myself all the credit for that. Like, well done me. I was obviously, you know, really on it that day, unlike the day when I reordered my skip. But I mean, really, and then the guy, right, because I emailed him, I'm salty about this totally, but I need to rant and get it off my chest. But I emailed him and said, after the shoebox had been delivered, and because I wasn't there when it was delivered, I was off fecking about in the basement, just getting the shit ready to put in what I thought would be our massive skip. Anyway, you can only imagine my shock horror when I looked out the window and I saw the fecking shoebox. I couldn't even see it. I was like, where's the fecking skip? But anyway, I emailed him back and I said, dude, what the feck is that? That's not even a skip. Well, I didn't say that, but I said, emailing, that this skip is way too small. And then he replied back, he was like, well, I think when I said a 16 litre, will that do? That should have given it away. I was thinking, oh, hello, Mr. Sassy Pants. Who invited you to email me today? I was like, excuse me? I mean, who do you think I am? An expert in skips? I'm not an expert in skips. When I say a little bit small, I expect you to send me the next skip down. I mean, if I bought a jumper, right, and it was too big, and then I wanted to take it back, and I said to the man or lady in H&M, let's say, because I love H&M, oh, this jumper was too big, could I get one a little bit smaller, please? They'd go and they'd get you the next size down. So why does it not work the same way with skips? I mean, why is that? Anyway, guys, I am going to go, but hope that you've enjoyed the video. Sorry for ranting about skips, but I feel better now it's off my chest. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next video.